So it seems the CES could actually be a really big move for Microsoft. It could be the pivotal point to showcase and push things going forward and actually bring Xbox in its entirety, working with its back compatibility and its UI and everything else, to handheld devices. It seems MSI want to be the first past the podium in order to get their hardware out, and with the MSI 8AI and with the MSI Claw 8AA Plus, which based on reviews seems to be doing, a massive redemption arc compared to their original Claw, this could actually be something to look out for. Now, it is priced at $900. I know people are going to eye water that price, but don't forget, unlike Steam or Microsoft or Sony for that matter, when they release their devices, they can subsidize it with other accessories and soak up some of that cost with games and stuff like that. Unfortunately, these manufacturers cannot do that unless Microsoft provides them with stuff in order to subsidize it. I don't believe that that's what's happening here. But you know what? Let's get into the story. Let's have the drop. So again, Xbox has been dropping bomb after bomb over the past week, and this one is pretty insane. Again, take this as you will. There's no real proof for it until CES actually drops. But here you go. Xbox is preparing to shake up the market with a master move that no one saw coming. As mentioned a few days ago, the company is negotiating with third-party companies to turn devices into authentic Xboxes thanks to the integration of its features. Essentially what it's talking about is the Xbox OS. MSI is the first to take the plunge. Its new laptop, the MSI Claw 8AI Plus, has surprised by incorporating the Xbox menu and the game bar button, which basically means that it's basically going to boot up, at least that's what it sounds like, the Xbox OS when you click on it, which means your games that you have currently playing on your Xbox will now work on the MSI. Now obviously, if this is the case, this is huge, and it means that now laptops and PCs have a whole new value attached to them. This also means that PC players get Grand Theft Auto day one via Xbox Series X. How is that for a turn of events? All they need to do, compliant PCs, is upgrade their OS and download the new update, and that will provide them with this option if it does release in time. That would mean that PC players day one will get Grand Theft Auto 6. That's a real head turner there, right? So all this time you've seen, fans laughing at PC gamers. Well, the joke might just be on them. This marks a before and after in the industry, as it makes this new portable device the first third-party portable Xbox with official support from Microsoft, as if it were a console from the company itself. Now, there are a number of things that need to be discussed here. Now it says more info, and that's linking you straight to his YouTube video. I'll have a link to it in the description below. But it is in Spanish, so if you don't understand Spanish, the subtitles are also in Spanish. So if you don't understand Spanish, you're not really going to get much out of it. But this is actually quite big. This means that ultimately, when we're talking about that this is an Xbox campaign, this may actually finally start coming into effect. Now we're going to see handhelds that are actually Xboxes. They can natively play your Xbox games. You just download them to the hardware and play them. This is big, and this will go a long way. Now, what I need to know, and what many people will want to know, is as well as those games that are playable right now on the Series console, will it play my Xbox One games? Will it play my 360 games? Will it play my OG games? Will this be done through emulation? Is this something Microsoft is working on? Will this give me the true experience of an Xbox console? Is this going to give me the benefits of like quick resume? Maybe, maybe not. You might not be getting the complete experience. But the most important thing is, can I play all the games that I can play right now on my Series X? As we know, the next console that comes along is most likely going to play the Series X all the way down to OG. This is something Microsoft has prided themselves with the game preservation. But is this going to be something that they actually employ with these? When they say this is an Xbox, I expect a like-for-like kind of response here. I want to be able to play the same games I can play on my Series X on these devices. That is when this becomes an Xbox. Otherwise, this is just a cloud streaming solution or something equivalent, where this is just running off PC Game Pass and it's not really an Xbox. Now, I understand the campaign, and what this campaign is all about is there to bring awareness that Xbox is no longer confined to the box itself. I know a lot of PlayStation fans are upset about this, actually distraught about this, almost traumatized to be fact, because this is the only thing they now complain about day and night, because I'm assuming they're scared of what Sony is going to do, because they know Sony is quite ruthless. But that aside, this is actually something that is pretty damn big and important, and definitely something to watch out for at CES. This is huge news, guys, because if Microsoft has now got this to that stage where it's now actually going to be incorporated into these handheld consoles, these handheld devices take on a whole new skew, because now they're not just handheld PCs, but they're playing series console games as well. They're playing your whole catalog games, and that is a big, big, big move for them. Of course, jumping into this, something that people often forget or neglect is the fact that GeForce Now is available on Xbox. It is playable through the browser, and it provides you with insane quality. If you have the premium service, you can get 4080, graphics, which means all path tracing and everything enabled, and it makes the world of difference. And you can play that through the cloud on your Series X, among other games, by the way, not just restricted to Xbox games. But if you wanted to buy some Steam games and play them on your Xbox, you could do that through the cloud through GeForce Now on your Xbox Series X, which is pretty damn insane. Finally, I seem to have gotten a lot of flack for this and a lot of backlash. Good old ponies. But apparently Final Fantasy's Rebirth director Yoshinori Kitase says sales don't disappoint, but they can't be exclusive to a single console anymore. Clearly sales did disappoint. They've said this multiple times, that they were disappointed in the sales, and now they're saying, I think we need to offer the games to as many players as possible in order to increase revenue, because as I said there, loose translation, they don't buy enough games, they need PC and Xbox to support. I mean, even their Game of the Year, only what? Less than 1% bought the game? Based on eyeballing maths that I'm doing right now? That's their Game of the Year, by the way, that every single one of them is capping for. Either way, though, this is interesting news, because we should be seeing a lot more Final Fantasy and Square Enix games, going forward, that are now in development on the Xbox platform, on PC, day and date, maybe even the Switch too as well. But clearly the big news for today is the fact that MSI, with their new, he calls it a laptop, well, this translated it to laptop, and I read it as laptop, it's actually handheld PC. This portable device that MSI is working on, which is essentially just like a Steam Deck or Asus ROG, is going to have a dedicated Xbox menu button and a game bar button, and it will also have the Xbox OS potentially built into it, which means everything you have on your Xbox will be playable on this. It's going to be interesting to see how powerful this machine actually is, because like I said, the redemption arc for this, from the reviews, that's what they're calling it, the redemption arc has been very, very positive. So the uptake of it will be interesting. Again, the price is eye-watering at $900, and I expect that to be £900 in the UK, because why not? But if you're waiting for a subsidized version at a cheaper rate, then you'll probably wait a couple years for Xbox's iteration, or maybe even Asus will have another one priced at a reasonable $500-600 along the way. Maybe even Steam might incorporate it into their new Steam Deck. Who knows? Microsoft wants to be everywhere, and Gabe wants as many people on the Steam platform as humanly possible. To me, it's a win-win situation. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion, and I'll see you in the next one.